In this video footage, we have Jasmine doing squats, and in this case, you're going to see that she's going to be squatting both in both occasions with the same weight, doing the Dirty 30 work interval. The one on the left was her first time doing it, and the second time was on the one on the right. And let's take a quick look and see how she did on them. You'll see, of course, that when she did it, she's moving quite a bit differently. On the left, obviously you can see that the movement is quite labored, and she's struggling. Um, the one on the right, she's had a little bit more confidence, a little bit more comfortable having the weight on her back, and you're going to also notice that I'd made some changes in terms of her setup. So let's take a look where she was the first time as opposed to the second time. So the first time through, she had never done this before, and it was quite intimidating for her. So you can look at her eyes, and she's a little tired here, obviously, but what I noticed that when she was squatting, if you look at her knees, you're going to see that she's has a bad case of what we call dynamic knee valgus, where one knee moves in, the other one moves in, basically knock knees, as you can see here. Let's take a look at her as she works her way down. You see how she kind of twists her hips over, drops her back, and then as her knees kind of buckle in again, and you can really see it the second time through because she's uncomfortable, and you can see the knees, see how they knock in right there. You can really see them knocking in, and she's struggling to get up. So what we did this time around is we took a mini band. As you see, I put the mini band on her right here, and what that's going to do is that's going to force her to push her knees out. And as the athlete descends, you want them to actually push the knees out, and as they work their way up, to pretend like they're screwing the feet into the ground, almost in this direction, like so. And so what will happen as the athlete comes to the top, they screw those feet into the ground, they clench the butt cheeks nice and tight, and they contract the core. You'll also see that she's maintaining a better alignment of the bar over her feet by keeping her chest up and her shoulder blades pulled back, and you don't see her really bending over far. She's also squatting much deeper. She still has a little bit of float on her right knee where it comes in just a little bit, but it's not bad. But she's cognizant of her foot position and of her knee position of keeping herself in a good aligned, stable position. And she's squatting deeper than her knee level, which is what we're striving for here. I believe athletes should squat deep. I know some folks don't like that, but weightlifters do it, and they have minimal knee problems. So it's all about how you squat as opposed to how deep you squat. So here, looking at Jazz, she did a pretty good job here. Kept the chest up really nice. She's much more confident. The weight's not scaring her, and you can see the difference by putting the band, by reassessing some movement deficiencies, and then, of course, putting her in a position to be able to express strength more appropriately. And, of course, the results are going to be better. This is the exact same weight, and she's controlling it in a much better position than she did the first time through. So, and you can see the difference. The video doesn't lie. Not perfect yet, but it's a heck of a lot better.